Hey, hey, good morning. How we all doing? Let's start with the hydrate. We got some energy drink, Larry. We got a pineapple Red Bull. Let's go nuts. Good morning this morning, Ray. How are you today? So happy to hear that those things kicked in. Okay, whatever I was doing at the start, that's all over. Larry, you'll be hearing the regular version of that song at 4:20. I found a lo-fi version and I made it into the starting soon and game over screens. Maybe not the game over, I think I forgot to update that one. Either way, we've been doing a lot of work today. Or yesterday, rather. Yesterday and the day before. Tons of stream work. Gonna be mostly unrecognizable. I mean, the work I did. The actual stream looks the same. We got double hydrates from Larry. I think that's the first one I didn't mark as complete, but we'll go right again. And we'll get some more ginseng, guarana, all the other shit they put into these. Good morning, Ray. I'm doing amazing. I think a lot of the work I spent yesterday in Firebot paid off. I think we got a lot of done stuff ready. It's getting good. I don't know. It's a holiday. Yeah, let's just get started. Let's think about what's going on. It's a friggin' holiday, and I'm excited about it. You know why? No one has asked me to be anywhere. Nobody wants me to do anything. I'm not, driving supplies for my mother's cookout to our house. At most, we might see our buddy Ian in person. Maybe. Yesterday was his birthday, and he's in town. But I'm not sure we're gonna find a place to meet him, with everything being closed. Oh well. But yeah, we're on day 4 of the weekend, and I couldn't be happier about it. We got a 3-day work week coming up. Another weekend. Just cans in the road in this game? Who's littering in Mario Kart World? Pick up this guardrail to find that empty can. Good morning, Laura. How are you? Laura, I'm very excited. I'm gonna refocus today and figure out whatever that error message is. And I'm gonna log into your Minecraft world and I'm gonna punch trees and do all the things that you do in Minecraft. I had about had it yesterday. My brain was done. And hopefully all that will pay off today, next week or so. Exactly what I need to do. You just need 5 minutes on the phone. Alright. We'll get you this afternoon at some point. Well, hopefully Laura will be streaming from Minecraft pretty soon and we can hear her narrating what's going on there. Thank you for doing that shouty howdy, Larry. Do I not have Laura on an auto shouty? You gotta check that out. I was 100% sure I did. But then again, Firebot's been tired this morning, acting up from all the work I put through yesterday. I do, but she deserves more. That's fair. No one's arguing that one. Wait, am I just free roaming this whole time? Okay. Wake up, Bowie. I'm like, why am I not racing? What's going on? Okay. Jay from Germany's online. It's in a private room, though. We'll just go into standard race and get started. She deserves the war, but I can give her as a hug. He's getting into Minecraft. You're going to send him instructions. You just want to confirm they work like they should. Yeah, absolutely. My laptop was like battery down this morning for some reason, so it's plugged in slightly out of view, but it actually is Jamie's screen that I can see there. Who knows, we might end up doing some of the same karting. We'll find it. I'm still waking up, but I'm letting the Red Bull course through my body, so there's that. It's a holiday, so we get other caffeine too. We just get to be crazy. So how is everybody doing? Barry, how are you? Dark, Laura, Ray, how are we today? What are we all doing with our day off if we in fact get one? I know in the US we're off today. Dark, it's your third day, right? Right. We're racing. Should take note. Gigantic Fountain Phil. Oh my god, I haven't seen that one animated and giant. That is beautiful, Larry. Thank you. Well, Desert Draft, if you had not had that star, that would have been the coolest little hit I'd have all day. Okay, first of all, this route is awesome. Giant curve here. Second, this race is going great. We're all nice and close. I got my switch up super loud and I forgot to put music on after switching scenes, didn't I? Hey, we forgot to turn on the racing. We forgot to turn on the music. No big deal. Normal shit. Still adjusting in that lap to be more in charge of the real estate that she has. We're off to a great start. Thanks, Phil. So that's what this game sounds like. So we got sent home early and everyone was shocked. I asked to go home early, like, bro, it's so on board and I work 6 days a week. I deserve to go home early. Yeah. Larry, you've been putting in crazy hours since you started out the job, and then you've only picked up side hustles since. When was the last time you had a full, like, 24 hours just to yourself? I'm just curious. Like, you didn't need to go hustle. Alright, Mushroom. Way to let me not embarrass myself a little bit. Okay, let's go hit that play button. Is it playing? Probably not. Turn that down. Hang on. Audio mixer's going nuts. Come on, OBS. You can do it. Could you hear that music that I was playing a minute ago, everyone? OBS indicated no, but you can never be sure these days. What I'd actually like to do is mute my Switch, which is super loud, but it's timing out. You could hear the music. Okay. You could hear Heartbreaker. Awesome. OBS is having trouble. Okay, how do we... We'll get there, I think. After work, you went out dashing for a bit. Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to close down some other software and see if OBS gets its job done. Because right now I can't change scenes. I can't adjust any sources. We're just kind of stuck in a perpetual live state. Not too much of a problem until I want to do anything. Also, I'm sweating because Phil is very warm, and she is also very insistent about this blanket, which is also incredibly warm. Alright, what flavor punch you looking for? Nice. We haven't even started freaking OBS and they're doing bullshit yet. I use that audio mixer. Ever since they updated it, it's got a serious attitude. That was an awesome little lightning. I'll take that every day. Blueberries always good. I remember the last time I had a blueberry punch. I think the last time I had a blueberry punch, it tasted more like vodka than blueberries, is my guess. Okay, our OBS seems to have caught up with itself. Nope, only for a second. Put a little click in to drop the switch sound. Let's see if it gets there. Background change is no problem. What's the difference between a punch and a juice? I think a punch is a mixture, right? Okay, alright. It eventually took the let's get quiet request. So let's get a music request going. There we go. We unpause. All right. It's got a volume problem, but in that it won't tell me what the volume is. But we're goddamn running. And if you can hear it, at least things are running. Let's close some more unrelated software. There we go. Now I feel better. Now that I can't hear Mario Kart. Got that hydrating. About finished with the Red Bull already. It's not even 4 a.m. Oops. All right. So do we have any, anybody get anything cool done over the weekend? I was supposed to rest and relax, and instead I put my face into coding and automation. Maybe that is how I relax these days. I don't know. Maybe I've altogether forgotten how to relax. Am I going to create my own custom sub and watch badges? Oh, absolutely I am. But they're like, I mean, they might get bumped up to like 5th on my list of priorities just because with, you know, it being a Twitch feature, I'm sure that 90% of what I need is there already, and I just need to do graphics and decide on how and when to distribute. So I'll probably put some thought into that this week and see what we can do. You know, the Morning Commute's 3-year anniversary is May 30th, so it is possible we will want to do a special event next weekend. You drove over 400 miles. Not as cool as sounds as more than you usually do on your weekends. Yeah, absolutely. We're not always excited about the circumstance, but distance is good to get every once in a while. Coming from me, that's saying something. I'm not a big traveler. But it's good to break out of those circles. Read Larry's last message. You found another egg in your gecko's terrarium? Oh my god. I can't wait till you have to open your own, like, gecko special pet store just to deal with this, Larry. It's gonna be awesome. Larry's Geckos. You did see a lot of family. That's awesome. That was great. I should have both in your channel, Dark. That's awesome. I'll check Wednesday or sooner, whenever you go live. I'll be all over that. You did see a lot of family. That was great. I'm glad to hear it. Also because it was a short period of time. That's about right for extended family, Ray. Or in my case, immediate. You're going to have to give them away as a point redeem. That'd be pretty cool. Could you name the reward a big commitment? Your son and you were on the phone like 14 hours just playing music and talking. Your male friend said that 17 to 18 they never would have done that for your mom with their mom, so you feel like you're doing something right. Absolutely you are. No, at 17 or 18 that would have not been questionable. Like I not a chance. Of course, I'm thinking about the contentious relationship I had with my own mom when I was like 17 or 18, which might not apply to everyone. Even now, even when I'm like getting along really well with my mom, we don't have 17 or 18 hours on the sorry, 14 hours on the phone constitutes a year's worth. Started the event on the anniversary of your birth to the end of May. Sub badges for those gifting 5 or more subs, which I've done. And watch badge for watching 5 or more hours, which I've definitely done. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Zelda did her badge event yesterday. So she did the Pokemon, she did Toot Champ. I scored one of those custom badges yesterday. Can't wait to start looking cool in everybody else's chat. And I have my dark badge. Gonna have my Zelda badge. That about covers the ones I spend the most time in. Picture you said you wanted to show me? Yes, I do recall you saying you wanted to send me a picture. Have you sent it? Or was it of the egg? Was it, you got the Toot Champ badge? Nice, Doc. Congrats. Get out of here, T-Rex. I'm defending a 20th place. I definitely have not registered absolutely anything about probably 2 races, 2 or 3. Maybe I figured out which course to vote for. But I've been on Mario Kart autopilot. But now that Cash is in the house, we're going to fix that. We're going to wake up. Well, we're at 77.10, and I just got 18th, so we can't have been doing that bad. Sent it. Here we go. What's going on here? Somebody getting pulled over? At the gas station? What'd they do, Larry? What are they doing? I'm zoomed in here. Is it their window tint? Who got in trouble and why? KTB. The biggest shock was Tyler pushing you to start drumming because he wants to be in a band with him. You fainted almost? Oh my god. A kick-ass modern day Partridge Family. You gotta do it. You gotta go on tour with your son. And you gotta get Larry to be your Reuben Kincaid driving the bus around. That's right, I've seen enough of it to name characters. The sitcoms from before he was born are being referenced, so you can tell that the caffeine is hitting Bowie's brain. You were putting in gas and saw the opportunity to take a picture since the cop was behind, and he's like, want to turn the lights on? And of course I wasn't going to pass on that opportunity. Nice. It's illegal to get gas in this town. My brother-in-law's a cop. I should probably ask him to abuse his lights. Family has long hair and tats, a bit different than the old show, but still good. Thank you for using the rainbow fill combo. Love it, Larry. Best accidental emote combo on Twitch. Here we go. Car Wash is such an awesome track for Copa Troopa Beach. Why did that fit perfectly into the song? Dark Helmet. Working at the car wash. Try to get a little bit more out of this. Rearrange these beverages. Oops, slots full. Let's see how it goes. Damn, Dark. Is that a one ring? Or is it a Sunny D? And also, I think I need to give you a one ring from yesterday, too. Boom. Let's get Peach Stadium. Let's try and get our way to Rainbow Road. Checked out Grid Legends for Switch 2. You want to play Forza Horizon 6 so bad, but you don't see yourself sitting down playing on your Xbox. It needs to come out for the Switch already. Is that the new one that like people are excited about? Is that on Game Pass? Because I have free Game Pass thanks to Discord Nitro. Finally, two digital services that I don't need for anything combined in a way that benefited me. Because I happen to have a Discord Nitro subscription right now, and that gave me a Game Pass subscription. And I've been and like I saw Forza something was on there, and I saw that I had 10 hours of game streaming. I'm like, can I play Forza for 10 hours? Because that might be a possibility. Larry's bearing us some bits again. Thank you, Larry. Oh, you filled the whole chat. Congrats. Thank you. Did one of us say something that you needed to cover up? Oh, that was the goal? Oh my God. Thank you. You filled it. Wall of shiny. Love it. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the bits. Phil does too, by the way. I think I saw some catnip was in the grocery order. I think I did. Okay, so I had no idea what the hell this playlist was. I started it. Like, I didn't even finish making it, I don't think. Okay. I think I had started this, and then Ray provided us with Ray's roller rink, and I was like, we don't need this. I think that's what happened. Ah, all right. Mirror mode. All right, Larry. Thank you so much. Hmm. Now the track is normal. I love that. Thank you. Okay, what a hilarious 10 spot comeback that was. I got to look amazing as off in the distance everyone else exploded. And then I got to just bullet my way on through 10 of those little dudes. That was amazing. And first place is the lowest scored person in the room, which I love. Good for them. Bounce and fill. Love it, Laura. Although, don't give her any ideas to start going nuts. She's cuddled up very cutely in my lap. Although she got a late dinner last night, so she might not even scream till like actual breakfast time. Pump up the jam. Hehehe. Are we going for your list, Laura? Okay. I'm going to assume you meant your playlist. We can change it if you meant otherwise, but let's go. I hit shuffle. Is that the correct way to do it? Let me know if I should restart. All right, let's go to whistle stop. Johnny Cash is a good start for sure. Here we go. Just running behind this giant baby. Ah, wow. want the mushroom, the speed one. There really has to be a ditch item button. You know, just whatever you're using or about to use, just toss. Would sincerely improve this game sometimes. All right, Ray, catch you in a few. Enjoy your outside time, buddy. Bill's squawking because I'm petting her. Sorry about that little attention there. Larry says hi. I know you're illiterate, so I tell you. Random. Random sounds great out of those choices. Where can I go backwards? You're getting a new license plate frame. You're going to send it to me. You need my honest opinion? All right. Go ahead and send that. I just realized my phone stands up in that desk crease. I could have had your text messages just up there. Almost visible from this angle. Love quirky sloth gaming? Yes, we all do. Another hydrate, Larry? You got it. Ad breaks. Bill, we just had ads Saturday. We almost had ads yesterday. We spent so much time messing around with the settings. Bill, what do you think about your face probably being a sub badge soon? Aren't you subscribed with Turbo Prime, Larry? It's a new tier. People around you don't get ads either. Oh, wow. Get one out of my way. I'm gonna be huge for a second. Things have gone south in this lobby ever since I started paying attention. Or possibly before that. There's no way of telling. All right. Previous hydrate checked. There we go. Bone, thank you. Tell your cat I said pss, pss, pss. I think you sent this to me already. But you definitely should get it. 100%. That is exactly what I want to see around that license plate that you just added on. I think that tells everybody what they need to know. How are the cats today, Larry? Who do we got in the room? Tell that to Phil. Oh, she woke right up. She's like, hey, what? Why are you using the word? Hi. All right, timing's pretty good. We should be seeing the updated credits with the random grabbing 3.5 minutes-ish. That's right, today it grabs the credits randomly. There are just about as many people as there are clips, so probably everyone will be in it. But the order, that's going to be a surprise. I can't repeat it. I'm very proud of that. It's just going to pull randomly. We can add people with relative ease. Right now, I've only got one clip for each person. I was getting some trouble with that where, like, it would show us all three of Ray's at different times. And, like, they're great, but that's not the point. We'll send Ray a copy when it plays all of his one of these times and playing with it. Make sure he has that, though. But yeah, a couple new panels. I gotta work with JD because the clip I had of him going crazy is not working out in that I can't find it. I thought it was on my Twitch page. I don't know what happened to the clip. I might have just had a filter wrong, like it might be older than I thought. I might need to do all-time clips. That would make sense. So we'll check on that. Otherwise, I'll need to invite him into a knockout and lose early. Get a clip that way. Since JD does seem to dominate in knockouts, I'm sure we could get something cool looking within 1 or 2 races. Dark, I used the photo that you posted to the Discord. Let me know if you want to add, change, adjust. It's true of anybody who's got a photo. I added all 3 of cases and just did a blurring effect on them. It actually came out not bad. Found a license of Eugene during her modeling days. Oh, when she lived at the farm. September through October of 2021. You were lonely without a sister. Yeah, you were. Admit it. It's another source of attention. This thing. Credits are starting, Phil. Oh, we got the photo, right? Oh my god. All right. So I played Jacoby twice. It's even better than listening to it. Thank you, Ray. So I grabbed Jacoby 2 times. Other than that, that was great. And did we see today's episode title? I'm happy with that. That's working out. So after the credits play, it now goes to another new scene where it generates a little episode title for us. And if you guys got places you want to add or verbs, we can add to that list so it randomly generates. Maybe we'll make a redeem for that. But yeah, right on top of little like MST3K doors. Like we're all about to watch a bad movie with some robots. Yep, every time it plays, we get a new episode title. Oh my god. Did I like the picture? Yes. It was amazing. Sorry. I got distracted, but I was like, yeah, that's like some real Cape Cod art shit. That is like Eugene from her like little childhood. You have no idea how much that fits the vibe of things in the area right around here, Larry. It's crazy. Remember, I'm from where Jaws was. The movie, not the book. They arbitrarily moved the movie. You have Forza 5 and you like it, but you like Grid Legends better. Hmm. I've never played a Forza game, although I've always heard that they're really fun. Never been big on car games in general, as I say as I play my 10,000th hour of Mario Kart this year. Oh, look, a little question block. Gotta wander around the lobbies. I've always loved driving games, period. Flying too. You know what vehicle they need to give us an entire game for? Like a whole open world game, and I'm shocked that we haven't gotten yet. Actually, when I play them, especially lately, I know why. Super Monkey Ball. I would love to take a Super Monkey Ball and run around in like a whole open world. I know that's not exactly what you were going for with the driving thing, but it occurred to me. Then I remembered how disappointed I was in the most recent Super Monkey Ball game. Flying games, though. And again, outside the realm of whatever we were talking about, but I'm pumped about the new Star Fox. Of course, I used to play the old Star Fox all the time on here. Jacoby, good morning. How are you today? You were double featured in the opening credits this morning, which are now randomized. Really stinks because the last several tests I went through didn't repeat anybody. But that's fine. You are double loved, yes. Your spider powers overwhelmed my coding powers. I guess it's scripting, not coding. I deliberately stayed out of the coding area. Almost, though. I was looking at custom variables until I told myself no. Alright. How are you today, Jacoby? I caught a few minutes of your stream. You're at the game store, the card game store yesterday. I actually think I ended up lurking throughout the entire thing, but I think I was on my way out of consciousness as you started. Because it was like 8:39 p.m. here. How'd your card adventure go? Here we go. Excuse me, Peach. Despair. Now, Jacoby, if anybody's getting double loved, it should be you. Firebot misleading me is not your problem. Alright. Where are we going now? We live in the desert in Mario Kart world. Thank you for shooting, Phil. Have you taken me down yet? Room's taking me to the front. So, Jacoby, how was your weekend? You gonna do anything with your extra day off today? Tomorrow for you? I guess that's the way I should be framing that question for all of our West Coast friends. And I should be mentally going. It's, we're at the end of the day for a lot of people. Laura, did you sneak into the races on me? When did that happen? The Iceman. On the license plate frame for Zelda, Diarrhea Queen. Except she doesn't drive. That would end up on my car. So feel free to say that, send that along, Larry. You're playing horribly in Silent Shame. I didn't see how anybody did, myself included. As far as I'm concerned, we both just won. Double first. Would out even better now. More bits, Larry? Where did you find all these things? Larry has a third job in the bit mines. Thank you, Larry. This is Yoshi just standing on the side of the road by himself, looking at me no matter what direction I come at him from. If I had time, I'd ask you to come over here, Laura, and see if that Yoshi was looking at you. You mugged a 7-year-old for his lunch money? Damn, that kid had a lot of bits in his lunchbox. Good thing you beat up a bits kid and not a Roblox kid. I bet there's some Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon kids around there. Beat them up for a real profit. I don't think the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are crazy as Pokemon cards are right now, but it was the same kids 20 years ago when I worked at the toy store. The first three were Roblox, but the fourth was bits. Nice. I like that somebody in this lobby is just named DK Pass. Like, all right, we know what course you want to go to, buddy. Or maybe their name, maybe like, their grandfather was the founder of DK Pass. The way I assume that every business was started by somebody whose name was last name of business. I need to speak to Mr. Taco Bell immediately. I don't see why people don't do this more often. It's such an easy way. They barely put up a fight. I know. Kids are so dumb. Trying to use those mushrooms to my advantage. Nope. Phil is just totally on her side, just purring, so thrilled, knowing full and well that she's helping me to crack a sweat. How are we doing for temperature, everybody? What do we got for weather in your area? It is 57 degrees here, Cape Cod. What do we got for a high today? Doesn't want to tell me. High is 59 today. We're at the warmest it's going to be. It's cooling down this week. It'll be mid to high 80s. Oh, wow. We saw the 80s for one day, and it was a disgusting high, and it felt gross. Last week sometime. The next bitch badge is 60 more. What's the next one? I think it's just the default Twitch ones. I don't think I have custom bits badges. I got sub badges. So it's whatever the level of bits is. We can take a look at the scoreboard. Take an estimated guess. Just a few. Right now, you've got the number 2 bits leader, so you might be 60 bits away from all-time high. That's possible. I would say even probable. You've certainly cheered bits the most number of times. Now Stoner's at 9K. Oh. To be fair, though, I think the number of times you've given bits much higher than Stoner. Larry likes to fill the wall. Sorry, Dry Bones. Really sucks to get picked out of that spot, get sent falling. Woohoo! That went okay till the 4th ledge. Right? Good to God. Let's take a look here. $60 bits will be 5,000, Larry. Looks cute, you're all shiny. He's gonna do it, isn't he? Thank you, Larry. Congrats on 5,000 bits. And congrats on having done them individually. That was a lot of clicking. Do you need a new mouse? It's blue now. So it is. Where does this pipe go? You're on your phone. Let's open up the channel. Why is it gonna look different on my phone? Okay. Here we go. One bit at a time, you'll catch up to Stoner, just not as financially irresponsible as before. If you're still drinking to be there by now. Oh, Chic HD, good morning. Welcome on in. How you doing today? We catch up to cool Zave here. Chilling, how's your morning going? Oops, accidentally put a question mark. Nah, don't worry about it. Chilling? Hey, if you can. Nice, Laura. We're doing good. We're having a great morning, Chic. I don't know if you're looking to race, but we can get you a friend code or a room code or something if you want to join up with us. Right now, myself and Laura are having a good time in Standard Worldwide. I think I just found a bombable wall from Legend of Zelda. Where do I get bombs? But anybody can feel free to join in, hang out, have a good time. We'll be doing some regular racing for about the next 40-ish minutes before we make our way over to some knockouts. At which point we'll finish out that hour with knockouts and see where the morning takes us. Down to hop on in a bit. Thanks for the invite. Of course. Love when people jump in. Hydrate, Dark. You got it. Thank you so much. What's everybody else having for a beverage today? Hopefully they're all better decisions than full strength soda. More bits, Larry. Wow. Setting records, getting badges, and then you keep going. Incredible. Thank you. All right. Cool save. Damn it. That was really cool. I enjoyed riding that line up to where I'm at, although it wasn't really that helpful. Should be going to bed now, so love you all. Thanks for another great stream. Love you all so much. We love you too, Larry. Give Selena all the little cuddles and pets. Let her make those muffins on you. And lie back down. Get some good sleep. We'll catch you tomorrow, I would imagine. I was supposed to start with Mario Kart 8 again today. I'm very bad about remembering that. Also bad about remembering to finish in a decent spot, but 20 seconds fine. Laura beat me. Congrats, Laura. Cool Zave was down at the bottom. No, Sheik, I am from East Coast, US, and my stream time is just very stupid. I shouldn't disrupt you, but I'm going to. This thing right here. I don't know if you can see me, Sheik. I know that we're in ads. Oh, you got a sub badge. Look at that. This thing wakes me up every day at 2:30 in the morning, no matter what. My stream time affects your sleep schedule. Larry, I want you to get the rest you need. You're allowed to lurk here as much as you want. Don't make me time you out. You're from the West Coast? Okay. Cute kitty. Yeah, Phil's a sweetie pie sometimes. She's a screamy pie the rest of the time. Loves yelling. But yeah, we get a lot of our friends are West Coast. Got Jacoby and Larry right now. You know what they say about orange kitties? That they're out of their mind? Yeah, as a female orange, Phil loses her mind. All the stereotypes are true. Very affectionate, very loving, constant need for attention, dumb as a box of rocks. I love her. Ads are starting. I feel like we were in ads like a second ago. She's very cute. Oh yeah. She uses her charisma score to her advantage quite a bit. Damn it. Tried to get up top. Nope. Bullet to the finish. An item got me 13th. Phil, adjusting. I'm sitting up. We're going to do knockouts in about 25 minutes, all right? Zombie Boy has joined. Bullet Bill Clutch, for real. That's pretty cool. What the hell just happened? How did I turn around exactly 50% like that? KTB. Real bad at verse racing, but knock out your highest VRs 9081. Good God. Well, we'll be going to those in 20. Look forward to seeing you at the front of the races if you're joining. Did I see that Laura's out? DK Pass is still here after all this time. This lobby hasn't been re-rolled. Amazing. Okay. Here we go. Do I like metal music? Yeah, I like metal music. Although, one thing we should be aware of when we're here on this stream is that I'm usually not the one picking the music. Most of the mods and VIPs have provided us with playlists. And right now, we are listening to a sample of music from Quirky Sloth Gaming, aka Laura, who's here in the chat. She was on the races, but I think she may have stopped. I didn't see the name. Yeah, oh, there's Laura. Laura's racing as Deftones. But yes, I do like metal music. Trying to think of some favorites. Back in the day, I was really into. You do like the music playing? Awesome. It's a Limp Bizkit track. This was very me in high school. Late 90s. This isn't Limp Bizkit, is it? Good. No, yeah, it is Limp Bizkit. But yeah, late 90s, I was listening to a lot of this. I was listening to Korn, Limp Bizkit, Marilyn Manson, all that stuff. That was the oeuvre of music I was really into. Things I loved particularly, maybe both a little bit either older or newer actually, would be I was very into Megadeth. back before Dave Mustaine fell off a roof, hit his head and woke up MAGA. That sucks. But Megadeth pre head injury, loved them. Blind Guardian, fantasy metal, very big into. Metal does have a broad spread. Yeah, you love death metal. Hmm. Weirdly, I saw Megadeth live once when I was in high school, and I went there, and I'm just like, tiny little like me thing in the crowd of like Megadeth fans, and like 6 months prior to that, I had spent like a few months playing um, Flayant in a production of Macbeth, and me only having one friend in the crowd who I brought with me and otherwise not knowing anybody, we just like bumped into the dude who played Banquo. I'm like, oh, cool, my stage father's here at this Megadeth show with me. Completely unexpected. You like Wardruna, Nordic chants with operettas and chants, Elantude, Deftones, so much more. Well, that is awesome. I do love when operettas and chants and anything else kind of makes their way into metal. Um, Anything that gets more operatic, well planned, melodic, I can really vibe with when it makes its way into metal. That's why I do listen to a lot of fantasy metal, a lot of Blind Guardian, a lot of Nightwish, a lot of stuff in that kind of um, genre. Really appealed to me in the 2000s, mid-teens. Then I stopped listening to music in general for like a decade, as we tend to do. Used to go to concerts back in 2013. Nice. Stuff gets primal is like taking a drug, but you aren't. Well, you don't need to knock it. The Faceless and Rings of Saturn back in the day. Oh, nice. Communication error? That's some horseshit. Let's see if it kicked Laura. And if I can jump back in. Looks like it might have kicked Laura too. Actually, that's the wrong Laura. I'm looking for Deftones. All right. Com error. Okay. I'll create a room. Okay, we can change our costume back. Here we go. That's enough for you with no coffee? All right, Laura. Well, thank you. I guess on that note, we'll probably just switch to knockouts a little bit early. So if anybody wants to join in, we got a minute. I'm probably gonna BRB real quick. So let's throw up the BRB screen and be back in just a minute. Catch you in just a few. Use your coffee. I hear ya. I'm not a coffee person. I drink it, but it's not like I'm going for it. When it's around, I'll have it. I pretty much exclusively have it at work meetings, which is not great for my coworkers. Anyway, yeah, you can definitely join in whenever you'd like, Sheik. We'll get you a friend code or room code when you need it. In the meantime, I'll back on out and head over to Knockout Tours, and we'll get going. Lars's coffee with more coffee and a bit of coffee is your coffee. That seems like a good combo. If I were a coffee person, I'd be all over that. All right. We want to keep going with our bulldozer. I've been enjoying that in knockouts. Okay. Your long ordeal is over. You've had some ill-gained early breakfast. Now you can sit in my lap and scream. Or maybe not scream. You just shot your cannon, Phil. That's not very polite. It's not very calm. Mr. Owl? Oh, wow. Brutal. Bouncing. Who took my 90% used mushroom? Okay, this doesn't seem fair. You're a what? What are you, Daisy? Just taking the one ring. Thank you, Doug. You're catching up to Pop It. You're gonna take that by surprise. She's not gonna see it coming. Another bullet to bare minimum. That Rosalina had a horn. She used it on me for no reason. Still in. That didn't help. Oh, yeah. Okay. Can't believe I survived that mess I made. Sorry, Rosalina. Your son learned Stairway to Heaven in an amount of time that you're afraid to share. You'll think you're lying. No, I won't. Although you got to get him the sign from Wayne's World now. 45 minutes? That song's like 48 minutes long. I didn't think you'd say something that was shorter than the amount of time the song actually is. Shit you not, it was the intro. Ugh. What a brutal little red shell, or whatever hit me. That about sealed it. I had a chance before that shell. The parts of the incredible amount of chords, it's insane. That's awesome. Guitar completely baffles me. I've got no musical talent whatsoever, but I like if there's one that makes no sense to me, it's strings hit at different heights on their tension, making completely different sounds. Close game, thank you. We'll keep spectating. We'll see what happens with Mr. Owl. Oh, it was Mr. Owl. He's the only one. Have a room ID? We'll get one right now. Now that we're between races. I don't think there's anyone in here with me. Goodbye, random lobby. See you again, probably. Harmonics, he learned that you can hop an octave by hitting a chord normally, then barely touching it. That's crazy. Here's our room ID. Most musical instruments make sense to me. You know, blow into, noise comes out. Hit, noise comes out. Strum, get a weird moving, beautiful thing. Odd. There we go. Sheik's in. I'll get us started with some knockouts. And anybody else who wants to join, let us know. Run these for about the hour. And we'll see where to go. Me and Dim Petrus. Pressure's on for Sheik. Sheik's the score leader. I'm second to last. Should be a good lobby. Random music pack before D-Pass. Before he passed, he said, Lord Placebo were the future of music, both on the playlist. I could picture him saying, Lord. Placebo seems interesting. That's cool, though. I gotta give a lot more listening to both, to be honest. Really like David Bowie, but I have spent my entire life explaining that I'm more related to a knife than to him. Although I love when I come into Dark's channel, I can throw his face straight on up. It's kind of, and it's awesome the way it's set up because like the eyes stay the same, sort of like they're always in the same spot, but then it like goes to like 10 different photos of him. Game almost let that bat get away with not getting hit by my horn. Did we all see that? He showed up to watch Placebo live and ask for the honor of playing with them. That's so awesome. Yes. That was an awesome green. Sheesh, there you are. Doing the Bowser thing. Nice. Stoner, good morning. How are you today? Delightful seeing you. You're doing better than the last few weeks. I love hearing that. How's your day been? I was able to get lurks in a couple of times you went live yesterday. There's a lot more to Apex than I understand. And I should know that, having only played it like once. Thank you, Senior in there. I appreciate you so freaking much. Hey, I appreciate you. I'm talking all the bad stuff that's been happening. That's right. Look, I'm very guilty of it myself quite often. I find myself taking the pessimistic point of view, or, you know, letting anxiety get to the point where I believe that the world's like stacked up against me. It's easy to fall into that trap, especially when we're by ourselves or like we're internalizing our own thoughts. So I'm really glad that you were able to share and do it in the chat and hang out, and that we were able to exchange some texts about it. I just always remember that, you know, you got people who are supporting you and are on your side, and that makes a big difference. At least it does for me. So I hope you know that having those channels open to reach me, I mean it. You can always reach out, even if it takes me a minute to respond. I'm there for you. That's true for everybody here. And I mean that genuinely. Not like I'm just saying it because you're in the chat. Like, where we do have an amazing collection of people right here that I would stick my neck out for. So thank you all for being here. It means a lot to me. Larry's at 5k bits, need to be at 11. Dawn, sneaking in and gifting a sub to Stoner. How are you today, Dawn? Good morning. Can we get a shouty outy for Dawn? Anybody who's mod or VIP? I'll get one after this race when I fail in a moment, if not. We only watch 2 music streams around here. Not because we don't love them, but because we only know 2 wonderful DJs really well. And that would be Dawn and Dark. And I think both are here right now, so that's amazing. Dead Dogs Campy. Well, alright, thank you so much. I love lurks. How are you today? Well, enjoy your lurk. We'll talk some other time. I got knocked out. How's Sheik doing? Oh, Sheik's a peepa. I saw the name over the Bowser. You got this, Sheik. Look at you carrying that lightning. What are you, Fudge? Fudge is a friend of ours who's really good at inventory control in this game. Open more Coca-Cola. You hear that, Sheik? Straight up soda for coffee. Doc's got the ring. I gotta get that counter working. Let's see how Doc's doing on the ring count since winning the bonus ones earlier, too. 1 rings. Dark, you have 108. You are sneaking up on Poppet. I think you could do an upset. Even if we do the changeover by, by June 1st, which I'm thinking of. It's a handful per day. If Poppet doesn't show up, you might steal it from her. Oh, nice. Congrats on 4th, Sheik. Today's been a rough ride the last few weeks. Yeah, Sonar, I would love to think, and I hope you are at the end of the rough patch here. Things have just not been going great, and I can tell at this point, things are going to change. You're going to have a great moment here. It's a new week. It's a holiday. I'm sure in your line of work you're not working. Unless there's emergency work to be done. But I think you got a day to probably become to yourself at least. Beautiful. I just saw Sheik for a second. You're off until Tuesday morning. Beautiful. Ray is in. Welcome to the races, Ray. Welcome to the Acorn Rally. Sheik, your score is 88-88. It's exciting. Okay. Green shells away. Very easy to lose spots here. Gotta know about that corner, I guess. About to ask where Phil was, and then look, they're seeing like really cute in the Phil zone like this. Hi, Phil. By the glow of the cat light, how are you doing? Danny carries your drum inspiration. Tool's worth a listen, if only for the drums. When I think of Tool, I do think of drum before I think of like any other instrument. I do like, that's the first thing that comes to mind, is that Tool is really a drum forwarded band. Okay. Let's fix what we've done here. Get back to the front with this bullet. Oh, sorry, Sheik. The mushroom was too new. I couldn't control it. I had just turned it on, and then I read your name, and then crushed. By the way, you've added friends and send love to chat can connect. Oh, nice. When are we going live, Dark? Wednesday the next time we'll be able to test these out? Or are you going to hit us with a pop-up? Oh, just barely stayed in. Look at that. And Ray's still in. Hell yeah. Oops. Go ahead, Lakitu. Pull me off the track. At the back of this one, I got a minute to correct myself. Just barely. After your nose being broke, you've been having a bad headache. You went to the hospital and said due to the injury, you're going to have headaches for a while, but they'll eventually dissipate. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope they give you something to help with those, at least a little bit. But yeah, that can be traumatic after something like that. Are you able to breathe right? Or can you talk well? You breathe out your mouth a lot more. Hurts to breathe through your nose. Yeah, I imagine it's going to take a bit to feel like that's okay again. I don't mean to overstep, Ray, but no, it wasn't from being hit by the car. Stoner's having a really rough couple of weeks. And I just got knocked out. Stoner toe fashion. Wow. Well, it's not Brian, I don't think. He's been very upfront. Me and Ray are out. You got hit by a car too, Ray? Wow. What happened to you? I've never been hit by a car. Although, when I was a teenager, my friend was an idiot, and he liked to jump on car hoods and get hit. Like his friends would be like in a parking lot and he'd just throw himself onto it. And one time he faked a serious injury afterward and really traumatized his coworker. When you were like 10 though, it was Christmas Day and your uncle fixed your broken bicycle. He fixed the tire, not the brakes. Oof. Were you okay, Ray? What kind of injury did you have? Also, I can't imagine how I would feel if I was the driver of a car and I hit a 10-year-old on Christmas Day. Oh, he's doing the Larry pole dance. Yeah. Nice. Been hit by a car, had your nose broken, life been really rough, feeling low. Yeah, Ray, you're fine. You're not crying at all. You're good. You can ask anything you want. You've been an amazing friend. Ray is an amazing friend. Ray has been here thick and thin for years now. You fixed it because your cousins had new bicycles. You were unconscious, had to be transferred to a bigger hospital in Augusta. Wow. That is traumatic, Ray. At 10. On Christmas. I guess this is a weird question. Does that affect your opinion of the holiday? Are you like, Christmas? That's the time when I get hit on my bike? Also, is this the orgy cover of the New Order song? What a song about injured children, to be talking about injured children with. How does it feel to hit a kid on Christmas Day in your car? The car that hit you, seen them, but you don't remember the impact. Wow. Might do a short stream when you get home to test. You added mute, and when you forget to turn your mic on, can only be used by mods and VIPs, and it'll trigger a graphic and sound effects. All right, everybody, you hear that? We got to blow up Dark's test stream. All right, if you see that notification, let's trick Dark into a whole DJ session. I'm just kidding. No pressure, even if we come in and pressure you. It's only out of love. Ray says, nope, not really. Lost a lot of skin on your back, but you had a small back as a 10-year-old. No broken bones, though. That's amazing. Apex time. Enjoy your lurk. We'll get you tabbed up if you're going live. Love you, Stoner. Get some violence out on some strangers. Because isn't that what video games are all about? Take that, Sharaquack. No, Pat. Cataquack? Sharaquack's a friend of ours who streams. They've been here a few times. They've raced with us. I've now replaced the enemy's name with our friend who had the portmanteau. Whoops. If you like Quake Champion, you should like Quake Champions if you like Apex. That's very true. I would love to see like our Apex friends, Larry and Stoner and everybody. I'd love to see how they do at Quake Champions, which plays like, you know, a little bit more like the classic FPS. I remember when we played that, I felt like I was very into, it felt like very original Unreal Tournament-esque. That's a good call, Jack. We should see if our shooter friends wanna come do that with us. Okay, now the wheels are turning. cheek coming blasting across sideways. Beautiful. Yeah, doing the bare minimum. Staying in last. Nice. Didn't fall off the bridge even when I used that stupid angle. Laura, the music's hitting. I didn't hear Maxwell Smart. Heard the one ring. Bare minimum every lap of this one. But I crushed everyone with that giant mushroom. Going to your 1-year anniversary streaming today? Nice, Stoner. Congrats. Been 1 year already. Today the affiliate anniversary stream? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Stoner's a legendary Apex Legends streamer. You want to catch some sci-fi violence. That's the place to go. GG's got knocked out. Me too. I think all three of us got knocked out. Or Ray, were you already out? It's alright. They're on the second to last lap. We'll let them finish. We'll bounce for a minute. Be calm. We'll do at least one more knockout anyway. We're going to do our usual Mario Kart length. I haven't even decided if we're going to what or be next. We'll just go longer with kart. Don't mind me misbehaving just out of nowhere. Lobe you all. Lobe you too, Stoner. Nope, no work today, Laura. It is Memorial Day. And I work in a U.S. government building. Doors are locked. Do one more fun games. Add me after. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, continue spectating. Yeah, Sheik, feel free to add me as a friend. I'm here racing most days. I stream 6 days a week and I almost always start with kart, with the exception of Thursdays, which we do Sonic Race and Cross Worlds. And Saturdays, sometimes we just skip to other games, especially if I'm hitting the PC. But hey, karting every day. That's why it's the morning commute. That's why I've branded beyond just my name. Why the streams have individual names. Do you get 5 minutes of time after the stream? Yeah, absolutely you do, Laura. We'll get um, that login issue corrected. We'll get myself into Minecraft. And I'll get my little baby steps back into that game for the first time in 12-ish years. More than that even. I can't wait. So those who don't know Quirky Sloth Gaming, Laura, she does a lot of cozy stuff, but she's been getting ready to branch out into some other games lately. We've been hearing Diablo, we've been hearing Minecraft, and she's got that Minecraft server up and running, you guys. Check out her streams, get an eye full of that. I'm going to try and get myself logged into that server after stream. I've been having a little bit of trouble, but it's on me. My gaming PC, neglected, abused. Yesterday I had so many updates. You must feel so bad your boss locked you out. You know, I live with relative ease anytime they want to lock those doors. I'm fairly freewheeling with my free time, you know. Just, no, okay, you don't need me, I'm gone. Hydrate, we got that. Right after this dramatic turn. There we go. In race. Alright, so what's everybody got for their plan? I think I missed Phil's announcement, or did she not do it? About self-promo? Did that happen? Anyway, it is the holiday. Those of us who are contained within the US, what are you planning to do with your day off, if you've got it? If you've got any deviation in your life because of Memorial Day, how are you dealing with it? Good or bad? That's how I should handle holiday questions, right? I, famously, as a person who doesn't like most holidays, should be aware of that. I'm shocked. Shocked I don't have to drive across the state today. We got a vegetarian in the family who hates driving and doesn't drink. He can drive us to every cookout-based holiday. He'll love it. Pulling those slots dark. I haven't been able to watch them. So if you hit any jackpots, let me know. I trust you. that we can verify. If anybody else out there tries to get sneaky. Smoke if you got 'em, Spaceballs quote. Love it. Oh, I'm about to get knocked out if I don't change my behaviors here. And I got no items? Wow. Challenge accepted. Challenge failed. Brutal. It's alright, we're gonna watch Sheik. Because I have a feeling we might want some footage. If Sheik's gonna be coming back, if Sheik's gonna be a regular here, we'll need to see some of this so we can add this Peepa to our opening credits, right? Do some cool stuff, Sheik. Okay, Phil did start the self-promo time. Thank God. Cover my face in fake blood. Oh yeah. It's very popular around here. No, that is one of my favorite little intros though, Laura. I love when yours comes up like with the blood just like right over the background. Especially when it's mixed in with like between two Mario Kart clips and it's just bloody face. You forgot it was running down your chin. It's a very it's a delightful just like the joy behind the clearly probably dark scene that you were working on. See, that was a cool moment right there. That's something I would probably use for an opening credit clip. How many hours are we into this? 227? I might have to go grab that sideways view of the Peepa rolling and then just zooming off. That'd be really great. Sheik, you might have an opening credit clip already. You ripped someone's throat after they treated you like a weak female. What is not to love? That's awesome. I want to see that. Sheik got 8th. It was dark but funny. I love it. Yeah, Sheik. Thank you so much for racing today. All right. Tell you what. Gonna let Laura help me out with that sign in. I think we're gonna end at the regular time today. We're not gonna run super late. We're gonna go drop in on Jamie, who's doing a partner push and also playing Mario Kart World. So I'm gonna raid us on over there. We'll be back tomorrow. Wednesday, Mario Kart. Thursday, Sonic. Friday, Mario Kart again. And Splatoon. Doing both on Friday because we got long Fridays. Add right now. Thanks for raising. Thank you, Sheik. Appreciate it. All right, so we're going to get out of here. Let's take a minute here to say thank you to you all. Ray, Dark, Larry, Jacoby, thank you all for being in here and modding today. Laura, Don, Stoner, so many people, Sheik, all of our lurkers. I want to make sure I don't call out a lurker by accident, so I gotta come up with a better way to keep track of everyone who's been here. Stoner, Dark, oh my god, everyone's here today. It's been amazing. You're all incredible. All right. I'll take us over to Jamie, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Laura, you and I can talk in about 5 minutes and get that done if you're available. All right. I'm going to put up a raid message. Oops. Maybe. You are awesome. Added. Thanks for streaming. Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. If you feel like it, copy and paste this, and we'll get going over to Jamie. Thank you, Ray. Please give Buddy pets. Please give Patches pets. Dark, the rodent. Larry, if you can hear me. Selena, all your critters. Love them. Hug them. Look at Phil in the Phil zone being a little grumpy pie. All right. I'm going to throw up the game over screen. Listen carefully for that music, guys. I appreciate it so much. And I can't wait to be back tomorrow. Laura, talk to you in a few. All right, everybody. Getting that raid going. Oh, hang on. Putting this up.